Hi, welcome to Mike's Classic Auto World. On today's road trip, we're going to look at a 1940 Graham Hollywood. And Roger here is the owner of this car. Roger, how you doing?
Very good.
Thank you for showing us your car.
Sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this body style came from Cord a few years earlier?
That's correct. This body style, which may be familiar to some people, was designed by Gordon Burig, very famous automobile designer.
Okay.
He was responsible for the Auburn Cord Speedster.
Okay.
I was also involved with the mid-50s Lincoln Continental. Anyway, this car started out, as I said, with the Cord company.
Okay.
It didn't last long because they had problems putting it together. They had a very great response to the design, had plenty of orders. They couldn't keep up with the business.
Okay.
People canceled their orders, and that was kind of the end of the company.
Really?
So there was an intermediary in the automobile business. He bought the dies, and he made arrangements with Hupp Motor Company to continue the design, not as fancy. Hupp continued for a little while. They had problems, again, making the car. The roof is put together with 7 pieces by hand. That would tend to slow the assembly line down.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And also delivery time.
Let me zoom in on this board a little
Sure.
bit so we can read this. Now, this, I guess, would have been a little bit more affordable than the Cord.
Yes, the idea was to retain the design cues, but have a lower priced car, not as fancy. It was rear-wheel drive, not front, as the Cord was.
Oh, this is rear wheel.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes. And so the Graham brothers were very industrious in the automobile business. They took over basically the same design as the Hupp. The only difference is the grille is chromed, and they call it the Hollywood.
Okay.
A number of models were supercharged, and it gives it a lot of pep. The car is a lot of fun to drive.
Can we look at the inside?
Oh, sure.
Can you open it up? Let's see, it's suicide doors up front.
Yes.
You added seatbelts, is that correct?
Yes. They didn't have them in those days. It's very comfy. It's a little tight up front.
Yes, it is. Still got the engine turned dash.
Yes.
This is a horn ring?
Yes.
This outer ring here?
Outer ring, yes.
That's pretty cool. And what is this knob here?
That's for the turn signals.
Just turn signal?
Yes.
And the gear shift is on the other side, I guess.
Yeah, 3 on the tree.
3 on the tray.
And as I mentioned earlier, it's supercharged. It likes to go.
What are these?
That's the glove compartment. There's one on each side.
Really? They're pretty small.
That's a carryover from the Cord. Cord coffin
cool.
nose.
Can I look at the back seat?
Sure. I mean, it's really like a small living room. It's very, very comfy.
Yes. Like velour interior. Is this the original color, the original material?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it's been restored, but that
Yes.
was the original material and color. The outside color is ivory. It's known as ivory.
You got that strap on the back. What's that
Right.
for, a blanket, I guess?
That's to hold on to.
That's to hold on
Yeah.
to? Is that an ashtray in the middle?
Yes. But I don't allow any smokers.
Yeah, obviously. I don't blame you. What is back here?
Back here, with all my stuff, watch
Get
your
out
step,
here. Yeah. It's a little
is the
tight.
trunk.
We look at that Graham. Hollywood. Okay, and they got the battery in the back.
Well, the battery was originally put under the front seat, which was not unusual in those days for other cars. But I didn't want the inconvenience of trying to access it. So I had my shop move it in the trunk. There was no room up front.
And this is a rear-wheel drive.
Right.
Rear-wheel drive, you
Right.
said. I love the two-piece rear window. Very cool.
And I can show you the engine if you like.
Yeah, let's look at the front.
Excuse me.
Grab a quick view of this interior again. It says Hollywood on the dash there. That's pretty cool.
Right.
You go up front here. What are we looking at?
Well, this is a Continental 6-cylinder, straight 6,
Okay.
with the supercharger. And that model supercharger continued with other cars into the early 60s.
Okay. Let me walk around the other side.
Sure.
Look at that supercharger. It's pretty different looking. Now this is totally Graham Mechanics.
Well, it's as I said, a Continental engine,
Okay.
but they were responsible for the supercharger.
Okay. Gotcha. It's pretty neat in here. And this is rear-wheel drive, which is pretty neat.
Right.
It's got a very unique front end to it. Definitely different from the Cords. Now, you said this was, you had mentioned this was originally Hupmobile.
Well,
And then Graham bought it from Hupmobile?
Well, Hupmobile, through an intermediary, came to Graham,
Okay.
and they wanted the Graham brothers to continue. So the arrangement was Graham could continue with the same style, they could call it a different name, and as I said earlier, Graham agreed to finish out whatever was on the factory floor at Hupmobile.
Cool.
And your readers, when they read a little more information on my show board,
Yeah.
they didn't make many. It's hard to say how many are remaining.
They only made it for 2 years.
Right, and some people have converted them into a hot rod, unfortunately.
Yeah. I've seen some modified and custom.
But it's a classic design. It's an Art Deco design.
Definitely Art Deco. Love the Art Deco. Look at that. Hollywood Supercharged. Beautiful. Can you close it up?
Sure.
Take one more look at the lines of it. There you go, folks. Tell me what you think. 1940 Hollywood Graham. This is a supercharged car. Leave your comments below. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you, Roger.
Okay.